Once a man of faith, Pastor James was the pride of his small church and the spiritual pillar of his Lagos community. Known for his fiery sermons and miracle crusades, he had thousands who looked up to him. But behind the altar, the man was unraveling. Corruption within the church, betrayal from his closest allies, and a scandal that left him disgraced stripped James of everything: his pulpit, his dignity, and his family's respect. Desperate and broken, James turns away from the God he once served. In a moment of pain and fury, he makes a blood pact with a secretive cult buried deep in the forest, rooted in ancient Igbo mysticism. The price? A sacrifice of what he loves most. At first, he refuses, but the hunger for revenge and recognition consumes him. He sacrifices his own daughter. With that act, James is reborn, not as a man, but as something else entirely, something darker. The spirits crown him with unspeakable power, and with that power, he returns to Lagos, not as the disgraced pastor, but as a man cloaked in mystery, wealth, and dread. One by one, he hunts down those who destroyed him, leaving behind ritualistic killings that baffle both police and pastors alike. But every step forward into darkness awakens something terrible in his soul. His wife, Ifunanya, a woman of deep Christian faith, begins to suspect the truth. She sees his eyes change, she smells death on his clothes, and worst of all, she begins to dream of their daughter crying from beyond. Detective Chika, a no-nonsense officer raised in both Catholicism and traditional belief systems, is assigned to the bizarre murder cases. Her investigation pulls her into a nightmarish rabbit hole of secret cults, prophetic dreams, and haunted shrines. The closer she gets to the killer, the more reality seems to bend around her. Meanwhile, James' power grows, but so does the curse. The spirits are never satisfied. They demand more. His mind begins to slip. He starts seeing visions, his daughter calling out to him, the ghosts of his victims mocking him. As the boundary between the physical and the spiritual collapses, James is forced to confront the horror he has become. In a final, gut-wrenching act, James returns to the forest altar where it all began. But redemption in this world does not come easily. The gods want what they were promised, and blood must answer for blood.